Hi everyone! Have you all seen this week's big news? Holbein has just released their new granulating watercolors. A big thank you to Mariko for informing me about them. So today I'll be showing you the news, where to get them, the official swatches from Holbein, pigment information, and possibly find some similar colors from other brands. Let's dive right in, shall we? I will leave links to everything down below if you'd like to dig deeper on your own time. This is Holbein's announcement page for their product release. They'll be available in 5 milliliter tubes, as well as this set of all 24 new granulating colors. At the bottom of the page, there's a link which takes you to Holbein's official online shop, where you can purchase their products. I believe it's only for Japan, so for international buyers, I guess we'll all need to wait together a little bit more for them to be imported to our local art shops. Now, if you'd like to see images of all 24 colors swatched out more clearly, check out their Instagram page. The images I'll be showing you today are from there. You can see right away from this overview here that there are bright and dark colors: reds, yellows, blues, oranges, greens, and purples. A wide variety indeed. Let's start with the first color, and I will be proceeding in the order that Holbein has arranged them. This is Burke's Parrot Pink. Holbein also gives a brief description for each color, which I have used Google Translate for, so I'll be reading those as we go along as well. Image of pink and yellow feathers. This is a particularly highly saturated color among granulating colors that uses pigments that are also found in opera pink. Made with PY159, a zirconium yellow pigment, BV10, this is a fluorescent dye, and PR122 quin magenta. What's fascinating here is that PY159 is a granulating yellow that is not in Holbein's current range of watercolors, but is making an appearance in almost all brands that have been releasing granulating colors. You might recognize it as Schminke's Volcano Yellow. I will try my best to put up similar colors found in other brands so that you can take them into consideration when deciding for your purchases. The second color is Trumpet Vine Red, made with PY159 again, and PR177 Anthraquinone Red. The image is of the trumpet vine petals, which have a gradation from yellow to red. It's a bright, lively color that makes you feel positive. All of these new colors are Series G, which we can assume will be more expensive than Holbein's Cobalt Violet Light, as that is Series F. This third color is Cherry Blossom Pink, made with PR233 Potter's Pink, PO73 Pyrrole Orange, and PW6 Titanium White. The color gives a feeling of calmness and softness. It's not very common to see white used in granulating color mixes, but if you've seen my video on Kusakabe's Granulating Colors, another Japanese brand, they also use white in some of their colors as well. I honestly don't mind it if it's going to produce such a beautiful color. Flamingo Orange, made with PR233 and PO73. Interesting that these are the same pigments used in the previous color, but without white. It's a flamingo-like coral color reproduced with a combination of orange and calm pink. Is it just me though, or do you see some blue in there? Maybe it's just lighting. Lunar Eclipse Red, made with BV7, BV15, both fluorescent dyes, PY110 Isoindilinone Yellow, and PR122 Quin Magenta. It's a color that looks red when the lunar eclipse conditions are met, a combination of transparent orange and highly saturated violet. Pampas Grass Yellow, dyed golden yellow in the sun, expressed in yellow and calm pink. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Looks like they're describing Potter's Pink as calm pink, since this is made with PR233, PY43 Natural Yellow Iron Oxide, and PY83 Diarylide Yellow. Here we have the seventh color, Full Moon Yellow, made with PY159 again, PY42 Synthetic Yellow Iron Oxide, and PBK6 Carbon Black. Holbein said they reproduced the color of the moon's surface, which changes depending on the type of full moonstone by combining two types of yellow with different properties. When drawing the moon, try adjusting the amount of water and paint to create different expressions. Here is Japanese bush warbler green. It's a long name, but I'm glad Holbein stuck with it instead of coming up with a shorter name. The Japanese warbler symbolizes spring. By combining dull yellow, bright yellow, and green, they created a natural color. It's made with Pg17, that's chromium green oxide, Py42, and Py43, natural and synthetic yellow iron oxides. Mimosa yellow is made with Py159 again, Pb29 ultramarine blue, Pg17 chromium green oxide again. Holbein has created how the fluffy yellow flowers of mimosa and the green leaves peeking out from between them coexist and complement each other. It has a light color and allows for a soft expression. Personally, I quite like this one. I'm not much of a green person, but I'm starting to discover that I tend to like color separating yellow greens, just like this one. Here is the 10th color, Wonder Forest Green, made with Py43 natural yellow iron oxide and Pg50 cobalt green or maybe cobalt teal. The green color of the deep forest where light shines through is recreated by combining bright blue and yellow. It has a strong blue tint, giving it a slight mysterious atmosphere. The granular bright blue color brings to mind the forest floor and water sides. Hey! That bright blue makes me know that the Pg50 they used is indeed cobalt teal. Peafowl green, the rich colors of the peacock's characteristic pattern on the tail have been recreated by combining blue, brown, and yellow pigments. It's made with Py159 PR232, that's zirconium iron pink, Pg7 phthalo green blue shade, and Pg15 phthalo blue. Next, here we have ocean blue, made with Py159 and Pb15. The vast ocean and the ocean floor that can be seen through the seawater are recreated in highly transparent blue and yellow. I don't know about you, but although I love my turquoises, these blue-green granulating mixes are easy to replicate, so I'm not particularly that interested in them. We're halfway through now. Here is the 13th color, Jade Vine Blue. Who knew there's a flower like this? The rare blue-green flowers of jade vine have been recreated with a combo of blue-green Pg7 phthalo green blue shade, Pb15 phthalo blue, and cobalt violet Pv47. It is designed with high brightness so it can create a variety of atmospheres and has an eye-catching color. There is also PW6 titanium white. Next, Nightfall Indigo, made with Pg50, I assume would probably also be cobalt teal, Pv7 and Pv15 again, and Pb60 Indanthrone Blue. Image of the sky at the beginning of the evening. The contrast of the evening sky is recreated by using the transparent blue to represent the shadows of clouds, and the granular bright blue and violet to represent the slightly brighter sky seen between the clouds. And this is Clematis Violet, made with Py159, Pb29 ultramarine blue, and Pv23 dioxazine violet. I feel like all I'm seeing is the dioxazine violet overpowering everything else, but maybe the real swatch would have some more subtle nuances that the camera couldn't capture. So Holbein has produced the flower color of Clematis Violet, which has large petals and a yellow flower core. In the paint state, it looks dark purple, but when mixed with water and spread, a subdued yellow peeks out from the majestic violet. Next, Earthshine Violet. This kind of reminds me of Roman Small's Aquarius Violet. Not the same, but kind of. Okay, let's see. It's made with ultramarine blue Pb29 anthracnone red PR177 and quin magenta PR122. They've reproduced the phenomenon in which the missing dark parts of the Earth's moon appear faintly in blue and violet. Gosh, this is too abstract of a concept for me. Alright, what are we on? Right, 17th color, Twilight Purple. Why does this not look like a purple to me? Like, does anyone agree? Well, it is made with cobalt violet, Pv47, Potter's Pink, PR233, and benzidine orange, PO13. Holbein has created the magical colors of the sky that appear for a limited time after sunset. The main colors are pink and violet, and by adding a little orange, which has different properties. The color of the paint changes like the sky when dissolved in water. This one was also somewhat an abstract concept for me, but I found a pretty good photo on Unsplash that was probably similar to their vision. And now, another sky-inspired color, Daybreak Orange, made with PG50 Cobalt Teal, PO73 Pyrrole Orange, and PR254 Pyrrole Red. It's fascinating that this swatch image makes it look like orange and black granulation. I'm sure the real thing would have hints of blue though. Anyway, they've created the colors of the clouds that look like they've been baked by the heat of the dawn sun, and the glimpse of a blue sky that makes you feel like something is about to begin, using orange and bright blue. The paint has a low saturation color, but when mixed with water, it separates into two highly saturated colors. Eurasian J Rose Gray. This color combo looks familiar, doesn't it? It's made with PB29, PG18 Viridian, and PO73. I quite like this for painting urban roads. Anyway, this is a bird that can also be seen in Japan. The pale brown body with a purplish tinge is expressed using mainly dull orange. In addition, the distinctive blue feathers are made to stand out by using pigments that become granular when separated by color. Next up, Hazy Moon Yellow, made with PY159, Carbon Black, and Phthalo Blue. I can't find a good representative photo for this, so here's the description. This color reproduces the dim light of the moon covered with thin clouds. Since they mainly use pigments of yellow, which has a high specific gravity, and black, which has a low specific gravity, a light lifting will leave a yellow color, making it look like the moon is peeking through a gap in the clouds. Coming on to the last four colors, here is Echinops Green Gray, made with just two pigments, Ultramarine Blue PB29 and PG17 Chromium Green Oxide. This is a unique variety with bluish-purple small flowers that bloom like a ball. The prickly appearance down to the buds has been recreated in blue and deep green. If that's their inspiration, I honestly wish they used a manganese violet instead of blue. Next, Shoebill Blue Gray. I'm honestly loving these color names. So for this color, they've recreated the appearance of shoebill feathers, having various colors mixed together, and the appearance of brightness and darkness caused by gloss. When dissolved in water, it separates into oxide black, PBK11, and two types of blue, PB71 Zirconium Vanadium Blue and PB29 Ultramarine Blue. Moonlit Night Blue, made with ultramarine blue and carbon black. This blue-black combo has been covered by so many other brands, so if you already have something similar, there really is no need to get another one of these. Last but not least, the final color is Rainy Night Moon Black, made with ultramarine blue PB29 and synthetic red iron oxide PR101. Holbein has used a combination of brown and blue to express the appearance of multiple colors mixed together due to the moonlight and city lights that leak slightly from the other side of the moon clouds on a rainy night. Well, that's it. That's all 24 colors. I really like that these are colors inspired by nature and not some fantasy concepts that are hard for me to grasp. Although some of those moon and sky ones are, well, too mystical, I suppose, but they're alright. I'm always excited when new colors are released, but since I already have many similar colors, and I'm also confident in my mixing skills, I'm probably not going to get these when they become available to me. However, the Cherry Blossom Pink is really drawing me in. I've wanted similar colors before, but just never pulled the trigger. And maybe Mimosa Yellow, because it reminds me of Roman Schmal's Autumn Green, which is one of my favorite green colors. Personally, I'm quite happy to see Holbein join the granulating bandwagon, and even though not all of these are completely new color combinations, I appreciate that they've put some thought behind each of the colors, giving them some story. What about you guys? Are you bored of these granulating colors already? or still excited to see new releases like this. I'm sure I probably missed lots of comparisons with other brands, so please feel free to comment below if any of these new Holbein colors remind you of a color from another brand. I mainly shop from Jackson's, so I'll be sure to keep you updated once they're available on there. Another point I'd like to make, some of these colors use pigments that are not already available in the Holbein watercolor range, but I'm hoping they consider adding it as standalone open stock colors, like PR233 Potter's Pink, PG50 Cobalt Teal. I know they already have PB28 Cobalt Turquoise Light, I think, but it's still rather too blue for my liking. PY159, that granulating yellow that keeps showing up, and Oxide Black PBK11. I think these colors would be a great addition to their range. If you'd love to see Holbein make these available, please make some noise down in the comments and maybe they'll see this video and really consider expanding their range. And that's all for today. As always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to drink lots of water and stay hydrated.